Good morning, scholars. Well, today Skunky has got his arms wrapped around his quilt because he loves his quilt. And when you think of love, you might think of the symbol a heart. And that is what we're working on today, our heart words. A little bit different meaning. We might love our heart words, but we have to remember them by heart is what we go for here, Skunky. You were close. He saw the heart words and thought it meant to show love, which it could. So Skunky, we're gonna move you over here so we can see our book, okay? All right, Skunky. What? Oh, okay, he's gonna go play with Duck, Reindeer Duck. So he's off and playing today. So our heart words, heart work, remember we're gonna do our heart words. Words you have to know by heart. You can't spell them by the way they sound. They don't look that way. So you have to stick them in your heart and in your brain, and you have to remember them. Words you know by heart. And look, it says right here, heart words do not look, so I'm going to put my eyeballs, they do not look the way they sound. And this do not is really important, so make sure you underline that. Heart words do not look the way they sound. All right, so our three heart words this week. Saw, was, wasn't. Say them with me. Saw, was, wasn't. Was and wasn't have the same beginning, so if you can spell that one, you can spell that one. And if you can spell was, you can spell saw, or if you can spell saw, you can spell was, because look, the letters are just reversed. The A is still in the middle. S-A-W, W-A-S. Some people think this is an L, Saul, and they write S-A-L. No, don't do that anymore. Now we're in second grade. You got to stick this word in your brain. S-A-W. If you have to go around your house 20 times going saw, S-A-W, saw, S-A-W, saw, S-A-W, saw, S-A-W. March around your house 20 times. Ingrain that in your brain. And then do the same thing for was. And you can stick those heart words into your brain and they're never going to leave. All right, so saw, was, wasn't. If you can spell saw, you can spell was. Put this in your brain and keep it there. Show people that you know. All right? So, speed reading. Oh, we haven't done this since the beginning. This is a little different. Read these heart words out loud fast. So we're going to read our heart words out loud fast. You ready? Let's go. Saw, was, saw, was, saw, was, saw, was. Ooh, I did it. You could do it again. Show your parent, adult, or somebody. Listen to me read these fast, and you could read them fast. All right, silly verses. Read these silly verses. Okay, so we're going to read them, and we're going to circle. So circle, circle. Read these silly verses. There's two of them. And circle this lesson's three heart words. All right, so I annotated. Read, circle the three heart words. Got it. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't Fuzzy Wuzzy. All right, so I know was is a heart word, so I'm going to circle it. And then I'm going to go through and circle the other heart words. All right, then I'm going to read this one. I never saw a purple cow, and I hope I never see one, but I can tell you anyhow I'd rather see them be one. Well, maybe they don't show up that much in those silly verses, but they were sure fun to read. All right, and then we come to the bulk of the work today. Was or saw. So you get to practice writing these two words that are often misspelled. We're not going to misspell them anymore. We're not going to spell was, W-Z, even though it sounds that way. And we're not going to spell saw, S-A-L. No, we know that it's was, W-A-S, and saw, S-A-W. Remember, walk around your house saying it out loud until it's ingrained in your brain. Or write it 100 times, whatever works for you. Go out and write it on chalk on your sidewalk. Write it in the dirt in your backyard. Write it with, I don't know, beads, crayons, something. Write them until they're ingrained in your brain, or walk around and spell them in your brain. See it, say it, hear it, write it, ingrain them in your brain. read these sentences. All right, I can read them about Ivan and the lion cub. All right, so we can read the sentences. Piece of cake. Choose one of this lesson's heart words to write in each blank. So we're going to choose one of the heart words to write in the blank. Got it. I might put a little heart there. All right, so was or saw. And it tells me it's was or saw. I wonder if it's going to be wasn't. Just something I'm wondering about. Let's see. Ivan blank the lion cub. Ivan was the lion cub, or Ivan saw the lion cub. Now, I'm just going to tell you that Ivan is not a lion. So if Ivan is not the lion, then Ivan saw the lion cub. That's correct. So Ivan saw. You ready? Saw. How do you spell it? See it, say it, hear it, write it. Saw. S-A-W. Make sure you're saying it. Make sure your brain's hearing it. Feed your brain so you won't misspell this little word again. Ivan saw the lion cub. The cub blank watching Ivan. The cub was watching Ivan. Was. W-A-S. The cub was watching Ivan. Feed it. Feed your brain. W-A-S. And you're going to go on and you're going to fill in the rest of those heart words. All right? And then we will get back tomorrow and continue with our lesson on Stinky Stuck Skunk. And Skunky McSkunky Pants and his quilt and his friend Reindeer Duck. Qua and skunk and quilt. Excellent. Until then, go out and do great things.